Oh wait, where's my music? There we go. Hello everybody. Long time no see, as they say. My last stream was 3 weeks ago. But hello everybody. Long time no see. I hope you guys are all doing well. It's been such a long time. God damn. But hi, I hope everyone's having a lovely summer. Hopefully you guys are having a good summer and all that too as well. But welcome back to the stream and thank you so much for stopping by. A lot has happened in these past 3 weeks though. Long time no see. Hello, welcome in, welcome in. Yeah, long time no see indeed. These past couple weeks have been kind of crazy to be honest. I don't know where to start. But I guess we should start all the way at the beginning. So originally I was only planning on taking one weekend off towards the beginning of July, and that was really meant, yep, I am feeling all better now, thankfully. Yeah, originally my plan is to take one weekend off early in July, because I said that I had some things that I wanted to do, and I did. I had things to do around the house, like laundry, and then I had content stuff that was planned, and so that's what I mainly did. And everything was fine. That weekend was also a long weekend here in Japan. It was a pretty good weekend starting out. On Friday, I went to a work party with coworkers. I went to a work party. This wasn't early July. This was like 3 weeks ago. But 3 weeks ago, around like the 18th, right? That weekend of the 18th in July. You know, it started out a good weekend. On Friday, I went to a work party with friends. It was like it was the last day of the semester as well, because everyone's on spring break now. So it was a nice work party with my coworkers, celebrate the end of the semester. Also, we had a new teacher who came this semester, so it was also meant to be a welcome party for her. And it was very fun. Loved it. There was that, and then it was a long weekend, so I thought this was perfect. It's a good weekend for me to rest and do some planning and everything, I had plans, right? It was a long weekend, so that Monday I actually went to the movies because there was a movie that I wanted to see. It was in Japanese. Still going. Well, I hope that goes through too. I hope that's going well for you. Yeah, it was a good weekend. I went to a movie. It was so much. It was nice. It was the first Japanese movie that I've seen in theaters, because usually I'm still learning Japanese and I was a little bit nervous, but I was actually able to keep up pretty much with the story very well. And it was a lovely, nice little anime movie. And so I was like, wow, this is great, And then I start feeling sick Monday night and I'm like, this is weird. So I take Tuesday off, and I'm sorry, boss, let me take Tuesday off. Again, summer break had just started, so I don't have any classes right now. So I was just like, well, let me take Tuesday off and, I'll just rest and it'll get better. No, I hope you feel better. It did not get better. Tuesday night got worse. On Tuesday night, I started having very, very, severe stomach pains. The best way I can describe it is that they were, piercing stomach pains. It was like somebody was just taking a knife and just stabbing me. It's just stabbing me just stabbing me in my stomach. It was crazy. I was like, well, this is weird. But I was like, this is probably nothing, so I took some medicine and I planned to sleep it off, right? I took some medicine. I woke up in the morning. It was not any better in the morning. So I was like, okay, well, this is no good. So I called the ambulance and I went to the hospital, right? Now, this is the second time I've gone to the hospital for something like this before. So I was like, that sounds funny to say, but I wasn't really happy about it because I just went to the hospital for it before, so I thought it was going to be the same thing. I go to the hospital, they're just going to give me medicine, but at the same time, the pain was just really bad that I was like, well, I can't go to work like this, so I need to go to the hospital. So I call an ambulance, they get here, I threw up a little bit before I get to the ambulance, and I was like, well, that's not good. So I get into the ambulance. My landlady, bless her heart, I have the sweetest landlady ever, right? So she was already, keep in mind, this was like 7 a.m., right? Because I was like trying to get up I was like, awake because I had been awake with pains all night. So it's like 7 a.m., but she's awake miraculously. I'm like, wow, it's really early. But she's awake. She sees the ambulance come in and she sees me and she's like, oh my, just let me know when you're done at the hospital or if you're coming home from the hospital, and then, I'll, pick you up so to take you back. And I'm just like, thank you so much, right? So I go to the hospital I went to before, right? I went to this hospital before. They've seen me before. And we go through all the tests. They run a bunch of tests. So they take my blood, of course. They do like a x-ray thing. Here they don't do like quite an x-ray thing. I think they do, it's like a cardio scan instead. It's like they basically attach a bunch of like sticky things to you, and then they do like the reading thing. I don't know what it's called, but they attach like a bunch of sticky things to you. And oftentimes they do that instead of an x-ray. So they did that. They did a CAT scan as well. Not a CAT scan. Was it a CAT scan? When you go into like the MRI thing. I thought MRI was just for your brain though. They took a scan of my stomach. Let's just say they took a scan of my stomach, and so I went into like, that big old machine thing where they took a scan of my stomach. So maybe it's called a CAT scan, MRI, whatever. But they took a scan of my stomach, right? I'm like, cool. Take a scan of my stomach. I'm like, so what's the verdict, doc? They're like, we can't find anything. All of your scans, all of your blood comes out fine. Like, there's nothing abnormal. The last thing they were going to do was that they were going to do like an endoscopy. So if you don't know what endoscopy is, that's when they take a camera and they put it down your throat so that they can look into your stomach. And at that point in the morning, I was like, I'm sorry, I can't handle that right now. I was like, mentally, I don't think I can handle that. I'm very sorry. They're like, are you sure? Like, we'll put you to sleep. Like, you'll get anesthesia. And I was like, I don't think I can. I'm sorry. And they were like, okay. That's understandable. So task failed successfully. So they were like, okay, that was like the only test they had left to try to figure out what was wrong with me at the time. So they were like, well, that's all we have left. We can give you some medicine and send you home and tell you to rest. But that's pretty much it. Like, they were just like, we can tell you to go home and rest, and that's all we can really do, and give you some medicine. So I said, okay. So they give me some medicine. Now, problem is, before I left the hospital, I threw up another time again before I left the hospital. And I was just like, well, this isn't good. But they were like, are you still okay to leave? I'm like, yeah, it's fine. I'll just rest when I go home. So they give me medicine, right? The diagnosis is life is saying fuck you. They tell me if it still, continues to be bad, to just come back, So I said, okay. So I check out the hospital, everything like that. I go back home. I come back home, and all I'm pretty much doing is just resting, because my stomach just hurts. My stomach's just constantly hurting. It's been hurting this entire time, and it just wouldn't stop. I try to eat some stuff to take my medicine. I can't keep anything down. I just throw everything back up. Even like my landlady brought me breakfast. I could not eat the breakfast. I ate the fruit. Even eating just the fruit part had me not being able to keep it down. And I was just like, well, this sucks, so I need to take the medicine. So I took the medicine anyway, even though I didn't have anything on my stomach, which probably wasn't smart. And I was just trying to sleep and rest because I was just tired. I barely slept. And I just needed to sleep. We passed time along like this until the evening, 8 p.m. And I'm just like, I can't do this anymore. I need to go to the clinic or the hospital again, because I can't eat anything I try to eat, it just comes right back up. I'm like, I can't eat anything like this, and I just can't do this. And if I can't eat anything, then I can't take my medicine. I'm just like, there's no point, you know what I mean? See, that's what they said, like, was it food poisoning? But I'm like, I don't think so, because I didn't eat anything weird. You know what I mean? Thank you for the resub, Lazy. Wow, 12 months. It's been a year, huh? Thank you for the resub. They're like, are you sure it wasn't like so I'm just like, I can't do this. So I call my landlady, bless her heart again. It's like 8 p.m., right? I call my landlady. I'm like, can we please go back to the hospital because like I can't, it's just going crazy. She's like, okay. She calls the hospital, right? And the hospital is like, sorry, all of our doctors have went home by now because I guess it's 8 p.m., and all the doctors are gone. And I'm just like, okay, well, we're just gonna have to go somewhere else then. So we go to this night clinic, right? We go to this emergency night clinic instead. They pretty much give me the same diagnosis. But one thing that they noticed is they took my temperature and they're like, you have a fever. And I'm like, I do? And they're like, you do. Like, they took my temperature and they're like, well, you have a fever. So go. They had us wait in the car because I had a fever. Because they were like, uh-oh, you have a fever. So go wait in the car and we'll come out to you. I don't know. Emergency clinics in Japan and hospitals work interestingly. But anyway, at this emergency clinic, they go back out to the car. I tell them all my symptoms, and they're just like, well, we can give you some more medicine. And this medicine, you don't have to eat anything. This is medicine you can take on an empty stomach. And I'm like, okay. So I get more medicine, and I come back home. And at this point, all I want to do is sleep, y'all. I just want to sleep because I did not get any sleep throughout the day. I didn't get any sleep through night. I think I've almost gone like 24 hours with maybe like 2 hours of sleep or something. And I'm like, all I want to do is sleep at this point. So I go home. I try to sleep. I get some sleep for once. And my stomach is feeling a little bit better. But I ended up taking Tuesday, because the pain started Tuesday night, and then I went to the hospital. The night clinic on Wednesday. So now it's Thursday. So Thursday, Friday, I did not go to work. Monday, my stomach was all better, but my fever came back. So I'm like, I can't go to work on Monday. And then Tuesday, same thing. My fever was still there. So I just spent my weekend essentially laying in bed. I would get up and eat occasionally when I could, but it was just mostly me taking medicine, laying down in bed. I was barely moving, guys. I know you guys say food poisoning and everyone was asking me that. I personally do not think it was food poisoning. Based on the fact that I've experienced this sort of pain before, and the last time it wasn't food poisoning, I don't think it was food poisoning personally. But it was not fun. So I finally went back to work. Everyone's just like, oh my gosh, Coco, are you okay? Like, it's good to have you back. I said, yeah, I'm fine. My supervisor was concerned. He's like, are you okay? Because I had to sign some papers, and he was kind enough to come by my apartment to check on me as well. And I was just like, yeah, I'm good. I'm just, it was crazy. It was crazy. Yeah. It was just crazy, y'all. You need to stop dying. I know. I think everyone's at work is just worried for me in general. They're like, are you okay? Like, please don't die on any of us. And I'm like, I'm trying not to. I promise you guys, I don't try to do this on purpose. I don't try to do this on purpose. It just happens, Why do you keep catching up live? Nothing else really comes to mind on fever. I don't know. I don't know. You guys are asking me this as if I know or something. Like, I didn't ask for this. It just keeps happening. It's not my fault. It's supposed to be clean there. It's not Japan. I think it's just me and having to acclimate to it entirely. It's me, but also you guys have to realize that yeah, I'm immunocompromised. It's not to the point where it's debilitating, but my immune system is weaker, so it's easier for me to catch a cold. Or it's easier for me to not catch a cold, but it's easier for me to get sick than other people. easier for me to get sick than other people. But yeah, it's gone now, so I promise I am a-okay. I'm a-okay, I promise. It's just, yeah. It's just really sucks because I had like stuff that was planned. I was gonna stream a lot more in August because I have more free time. At least I thought. But I still wake up very tired from work. The thing is I came home and I keep napping after work, take vitamins. I do take vitamins. I try to take vitamin jellies, and maybe I need to talk to my daughter. Maybe I need to talk to my doctor about supplements. Possibly. Possibly maybe needs to talk to my doctor about supplements. Or something, because it's kind of bad. But I do try to take. The good news is I don't have any classes right now, so I'm just trying to. You do. You have a daughter, single mother and sick. No, I don't have a daughter. I feel like a daughter. I feel like I'm my own child sometimes because I have to be like, stop being sick. But no, I still appreciate you guys for all the well wishes and stuff. I appreciate it. I saw all of them and it means a lot. So yeah, but I'm all better now. I really am. And then of course being sick really wasn't helpful because when I get sick, I get really sad over the fact that I'm sick. So that wasn't really good for my mental either. I was like miserable emotionally and physically, and I'm like, well, this isn't fun. I was like, this is not fun. I was like, this isn't fun at all, emotionally or physically. It's just like, this isn't fair. I don't think anyone was happy. I know, but like for me, I felt especially useless because it's like I had all this content planned. I was going to be streaming more in August, and I wanted to release more videos because I'm noticing my, I was looking at my metrics and stuff, and my metrics were slowing down. I was having such good growth, and because I, didn't do anything for 3 weeks, that like fucked with my numbers, and I'm like, no, my work. You know what I mean? So that's not fun. You know what I mean? Like it's not fun when you're trying to do your best and you're just like, no, let's get it in the way. So I wasn't happy over that either. But I still want to thank you guys all so much for sticking around. Yeah, but thank you guys so much for sticking around and just, being patient. I really appreciate your patience and understanding. Yes, that's such a good way of saying it. You feel like a liability. That's a good way of saying it. You kind of do feel like a liability. You're just like, oh, okay. That's what I felt like at work too, You see everybody else working and, doing their best, and like here you are like not being able to do anything. It really does suck. So that's why I wanted to make sure to do my best and, feel better. That's not fun. But I am feeling better now. I'm going through a bit of a creative rut though. I don't know what to do for my next ASMR video, I'll be completely honest. I don't know what to do next. Part of me just wants to improv something. I know I always stick to like scripts and stuff. Part of me just wants to improv something, you know what I mean? I just want to improv something. I just want to go for it. Just do an improv recording session one of these days. See what comes out and see what I can glean from it. I've been doing my usual scripts and stuff, but like I kind of just want to, just do an improv. I know, you're like hitting it. That's what I hate feeling like. I hate feeling useless like a leech. Can't do anything. Not good. Damn it. It's no good. No good when you feel like that. You know what I mean? Um, my goal is to get to 500 subs by the end of the year. Hopefully. Um, would be nice to get to 500 subs by the end of the year on YouTube. But yeah, I need to just pretty much. It's like hard when you're doing good momentum and then you lose that momentum. You know what I mean? It's the trick is when you lose your momentum. That's no fun. It's no fun losing your momentum. Yeah, but as someone once said, I am not alone, and it's okay to rely on people. You know, it's okay to rely on people and to reach out and ask for help. Which I know that's definitely the case. So that's why I'm gonna work even harder. I gotta work even harder. But yeah, that's usually what's been happening with me recently. Besides that, you know, it's August. My own birthday is upcoming soon. Another year has passed by and I don't know how to treat it. My own year has passed by and I don't know how to treat it exactly. But another year. It feels so weird that I'm getting older. You know? It's just like, gosh, I'm getting older. But then you also stop and you look at other people who are your age. I go on Facebook now and everybody's getting married and having kids. And I'm just like, how? Oh, that's nice. Everyone's getting married and having kids. And I'm just like, oh, that's so hard. Of course, I have my goals right now. You know, I'm focusing right now on how to secure permanent residency in Japan, which is a pretty big goal. I'm looking at grad school as well. So, like, I have plans, you know what I mean? It just feels weird when you look at what other people are doing. And you just feel like, is it okay for me to continue to have these plans? But I think it is. You know? I think it is okay for me to have these plans, but just can't help but compare yourself to other people, especially your age once you start getting older. I know for maybe some of you youngins, if there's any youngins here, you might be like, whatever, but. Oh my gosh, Paradox, Lazy, thank you so much for the tip. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Stop dying. I promise I'll stop dying. I promise, I promise. No, I have good family. I just don't have any family here, you know what I mean? And that's why I'm so thankful to my landlady when I was like that she was able to give me help. You know, when I had to come back from the hospital and stuff. And, you know, she was so sweet. And, you know, she's like, I understand how you feel. She's like, I have a daughter. And her daughter, she said, lives all the way up in Hokkaido, which if you don't know, that's the most northern island of Japan, all the way to the north, very far from where I'm at. I'm like, oh, Hokkaido. She's like, yeah, she's all up there by herself. I worry about her sometimes, but it's where she wants to live. I'm just like, well, yeah. I guess if somebody wants to live there, you can't really change. I was talking about like a lover or kids. Oh, that's what you meant by family. Oh, well, you're right about that. Being single and having no kids, you know, sometimes you're the good guy, Jin. Oh, hopefully. I guess so. Honestly, though, you're not wrong about the kids part. Like whatever I'm going through, I can at least be like, you know what? Thank God I don't have kids. Thank God. I'm so serious right now. If there's one thing I'm grateful for in my life, It's that I don't have children. Well, personally, I don't want children anyway, but like, it's time to start so that they can take care of you. I'm not really worried about romance right now. Like I said, I need to first figure out how to secure permanent residency in Japan. And after that, you know, maybe I'll think about love or whatever. But right now, I just have so much on my plate, you know? Plus, I tried dating apps over here, and I'm sorry. People like to ghost too much, okay? Well, number one, dating apps suck balls anyway. But, ugh, people like to ghost too much. I'm tired of it. I gave up on dating apps. Even back in the US, I was the same problem. Ghosting, 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 ghosting. Or we would exchange phone numbers. Ghosting. Ghost, 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 ghost. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. I said, you know what? Forget it. No. I think I have to go back to meeting people organically because I can't take the dating apps anymore. I'm sick of it. I feel like I'm wasting my time, you know? Koko is haunted. I wish I was haunted by some hot ghost ladies or something. But no, like I'm tired. I'm so serious. I'm done. I'm sick. I'm done with dating apps. The other day, like yesterday, I jokingly said maybe I should do like in a server I was in. I was like, maybe I should like do dating apps again. And literally everybody was like, no, don't do it. Literally everybody was like, don't do it. Do not do it. No, don't do it. Don't go to the dating apps. Literally everybody and their mother was just like, no, don't do the dating apps. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. The dating apps aren't worth it. The dating apps aren't worth it. Literally everybody was telling me that. But like, don't do it. And you know what though? They're not wrong. They're really not wrong. Dating apps are absolute balls right now. My parents don't use my full name now. But at least the last time. Half the time my mom gets my name wrong anyway. She'll call me like my sister's name, and I'm just like, Mom, I'm not. Never mind. I mean, there's three of us. I have three sisters, so they're all girls. So I guess she gets us mixed up sometimes. AI being more of the dead theory. No, the internet is like a waste pool, you know. I don't expect much from the internet, but when I go on fucking dating apps, you know, I'm expecting, you know. People don't want to have a real connection, and these people don't want to have a real connection these days. Who knows if I'm real? If you're not real, who just gave me this money? You're not getting a refund. I could be a Russian bot. Well, I'll take your Russian bot money then. Shit. I think there was like an article that was going around on Twitter, I think. They said that 76% of the internet is like, or was it of Twitter? They said 76% of Twitter is now bots. Keep the cash, use the good health, thanks. And I saw that and I was just like, am I surprised? No, but at the same time, I'm like, oh, dear Lord, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not even joking. It literally said that, like, 76% of Twitter now is bots. And I'm just like, yeah, that sums it up. Do you know how many, like, fucking bot messages that I get on Twitter? Like, I'm thinking it's a real person, and no, it's a fucking bot. And I'm just like, oh my god. Honestly, these days, I don't even like to open Twitter sometimes. Like, I still check Twitter to keep up with, like, artists and stuff, but I don't like to open up Twitter because everyone just wants to argue and shit, and I'm like, I'm tired of arguing. I'm tired. All I go is I see on Twitter, and I see people arguing, and it's over the most mundane shit, and I'm just like, the world is on fire, and we are dying, and this is what y'all want to focus on. Like, I'm just like, you know what? This is ridiculous. I was like, I'm tired. Good night. Goodbye. I was just kind of over it. I'm just like, I'm over Twitter, but I keep using Twitter because that's what everybody uses, you know, for connection, and that's how I, you know, keep up with my updates, and that's how I let people, that's how I update people, you know what I mean? But at the same time, I'm getting sick of people. I'm getting sick of people who just want to go on Twitter and argue, and that's the problem. Like, people have always wanted to argue on the internet, but these days it's terrible because of the fucking, you know, check marks, right? Now that Elon is charging for check marks, everybody and their mom just wants to argue because everybody and their mom just wants, you know, cash money from the blue check marks or whatever. And I'm getting tired. I'm surprised Twitter has not devolved. I mean, it's pretty much kind of devolved into that at this point. But like 76% of the site is actually bots. So it's like you have people arguing like that, but then you also just have all these bots. Everywhere you go, it's bots, bots, bots. They're everywhere. They reply to things, they do everything, and it's just, oh, hi Savior. It's just, it sucks balls. I hate it. I hate everything about it, and I just no. I hate everything about it, and some days I just really don't like using Twitter anymore. And then you see people arguing back and forth, and somebody's arguing over he's this and she that, and then there are fan wars, whether it's K-pop or VTubers or, you know, pop music, and I'm over it. Have you seen the Shire game? I've seen it. I'm not really interested into Lord of the Rings, I'll be honest. But I have seen it. But I don't know, I'm not too keen on it. It didn't really pique my interest. I have seen it though. Seen some scathing reviews of it though. Honestly, the next farming game I'm looking forward to is the next Story of Seasons remake, The Grand Bazaar. The Grand Bazaar. I'm looking forward to that one. Oof. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm never really a Lord of the Rings person. I did see the prequel to it. What was the prequel called? The Hobbit. I did go see that in theaters with my family because I was like, why not? This was a nice movie. But yeah, I've never really been into the series, I admit. But yeah, man, Twitter has me over. Apparently farm games are tough. I mean, I'm not saying they're tough. I just, you know, some catch my eye, some don't, you know. I don't play every single one of them. But yeah, Twitter just has me, well, I don't know about y'all, but I don't like using Twitter anymore either. YouTube's fun to use, but I don't really like using Twitter. YouTube, like posting, like making YouTube posts in the YouTube community. I like doing those. But I know that not everyone follows me on YouTube, which if you're not subscribed to me on YouTube, by the way, you should be. If you're not subscribed to me on YouTube, you should be. But, I don't know, I like posting there better. Rather than Twitter. I barely get any, like, traffic on Twitter these days, which I feel like is because everything is bots now, but yeah, I'm over it. But then also I think a part of me is like really annoyed because I'm just like, I was on Twitter here before Elon, you know what I mean? Like I was on Twitter before Elon, before he bought it, you know? I was like, this is annoying. You came and you ruined it, you know? And that pisses me off. I'm like, why'd you have to come and ruin it? We're all having a good time over here. We're all having a good time. Fun time. You just had to come ruin it. And then part of me is like, should I go back to Tumblr? I was really active on Tumblr. But the thing is that VTubers. The thing is though, is that VTubers are like all on Twitter. Because that's how like VTubing gets started. Because Twitter is really popular in Japan. You know what I mean? Like after the US, Japan is like the country that uses Twitter the most. So a lot of artists, a lot of the franchises I'm into, they all update on Twitter. And they don't really seem interested in budging either. A few people I've seen, like for Japanese Twitter, some of them have gone to Blue Sky, but like majority, largely of them use Twitter still. I mean, I just don't like Elon. Elon can go fuck himself. I'm so serious. That dude can go fuck himself. But yeah, I had a lot to think about when I was in bed and I was like scrolling on Twitter and I was just like, ugh, why is. And then I think I got really annoyed because I've seen all these people argue and I still haven't been able to fix my, I have to refix my things on Twitch or whatever, the redeems or whatever. For right now, I'm just gonna, you know what, fuck it, bunny ears stay on, who gives a shit anymore. But yeah, I'm like annoyed because I'm just doom scrolling is bad. Okay, it is bad, but keep in mind I was sick. I couldn't do anything. All I could do was sleep and lie in bed. I wasn't like, if you thought maybe while I was sick I was like at my computer like playing games, no, I wasn't even at my computer playing games. The only time I sat up was to eat something. Then I laid right back down because my stomach was hurting. So what else did I do? I was on Twitter. Doom scrolling. I was on TikTok and I was on Twitter and I was on Reddit. I was on all, I was doing my rotation on those sites. Oh, you did an ada. Okay, 1 second, give me a sec. Ada. But yeah, that's what I was doing. I was doing my doom scrolling on those sites. I know doom scrolling's bad, but that's what I was doing. I was getting tired of VTuber fans. I was just like, why? I was just like, all you bitches do on here is argue. Argue, argue, argue. That's all people like to do. It's argue, argue, argue. And I'm just like, don't any of you have lives or jobs? Why are we sitting here arguing over shit that doesn't matter? And keep in mind, I wasn't arguing. The problem is the problem is I check my FYP too much. And the problem is with checking my FYP is, well, you get all these people arguing over shit. And I'm like, I don't give a damn about any of this. And I was like, I'm not going on here. I was like, I'm purposely making myself mad. So then I would go on TikTok to make myself laugh again, you know. TikTok is funny. I don't follow any like discourse on TikTok or anything. The immediate time I get like discourse on my For You page, I immediately hit not interested. So I don't get discourse. I just get people doing funny skits and trends. That's what I'm like, good is what I like to see. That's all I get. And I'm like, yeah, that's what I like to see. That's the way, I like it, That's what I like to see. It's just people doing funny stuff. So I'm like, this is what I want to see. I don't want to see people arguing. I want to see people entertaining me, you know? Nobody wants to see discourse. I want to see entertainment. But I guess discourse is what gets you the Twitter numbers, huh? I guess that's why people do it. Oh, also watching YouTube, of course. I like watching YouTube. Of course, you know, girls over here watching streams and everything. But that's the way I like it. But yeah, doom scrolling is bad. You shouldn't do that. Try to do like anything else. Doom scrolling's bad. Don't doom scroll. Do like other things. Like, you know, go for a nice walk outside. Honestly, though, it's been so hot here, though. I haven't been going outside. outside. Like, I didn't go outside yesterday. Oh, so did you hear about the V Shoujo collapse? Yeah, you want to know what's crazy about that? When that thing collapsed, I was sick. You have to realize when all of that was going down, I was sick. That's when I was sick during that exact time. They exploded, my stomach was exploding. So I got to see everything scrolling on my timeline, but like I wasn't constantly checking my timeline because I was sick. My sister messaged me. She's like, "Did you see it?" I'm like, "Yeah, but if you don't notice, I'm kind of like, sick right now, so I'm not really concerning myself with that." But yeah, I mean, yeah, well, it was crazy to witness, don't get me wrong, but like, I was just out of it because I was sick. I was out of it, man. I was just seeing everything going on and being like, huh, that's crazy. But I was also sick at the same time, so I was just like, I'm going back to sleep. But that's what I was talking about. Going on Twitter, I would just see people arguing over this, and I'm just like, why are there arguments over this? Obviously, we can all agree this is a terrible thing. Like, a terrible thing happened. So many people got fucked over and stuff. And, so many people got fucked over and everything, you know? It was such a terrible thing. But then people just turned it into fan wars. I'm like, why are you guys turning this into fan wars for? That's what I was getting pissed off about. But yeah. I just felt bad for all the former talents, you know? How is it that it still wins? But you see, I don't like that rhetoric either. Because any one of your companies can be shit, right? Nobody suspected V Shoujo of being shit, and it turned out to be shit. But that's the thing, is that y'all shouldn't be putting corporations on a pedestal, you know? He was obsessed with. I don't get it though. I mean, why be obsessed? Well, I mean, obviously you have to pay attention to your competitors, but I don't get the obsession. You had your own thing that was going for you. Everyone thought that your own branding was good. I don't know why be obsessed. But like, I just don't think we should put any corporation on like a pedestal. You know what I mean? I don't trust any of these companies as far as I can throw them. But I'm just saying that because I'm a person and I don't trust capitalism. Personally. But I don't think you should put any company on a pedestal. You should all treat companies cautiously and you should always be wary of them. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying to like not be fans of corporate VTubers, because obviously I am, and obviously I would like to join a company one day, but always, always, always be skeptical. I'm not saying they're all downright evil. I'm just saying they're all capable of being evil because money. Money makes people do crazy things. I mean, we've seen it happen before. Money makes people do crazy things, you know. So that's why with all companies, and you have to realize that with all companies, every single company, the number one goal is to make as much profit as possible. Then they will do anything for that profit. I mean, I know it's terrible. But that's exactly what I mean. I mean, these companies will do anything for a profit. Anything. Doesn't matter. They don't give a shit about you, the customer. They just see you, the customer, as, well, you know, a dollar sign, right? They just see you as a source of money. That's why when I saw people, you know, after this, That's why when I saw people after this, you know, trying to glaze their own company by being like, well, see, so and so is amazing, so and so is amazing, so and so is amazing. I'm just like, y'all don't get it, do you? The thing is that this could be any one of these companies because business and money is something that easily gets corrupted. I guess you can hire your friends to be executives and they did nothing. Wow, imagine getting paid for doing nothing. That's how my summer is. Wow, imagine getting paid for doing nothing. Crazy. I mean, that's true, yeah. But like, any one of these companies is capable of corruption. That's all I can really say, is any one of these companies totally capable of corruption. They are not special. They are not, you know, resistant to corruption because money corrupts. Because money corrupts people like crazy. I suppose clout does have a thing with it, but yeah. So that's why I was just kind of shaking my head at Twitter because I'm just like, you guys are all you guys just don't get it, do you? I was just like, when will they learn? But anyway, I was just mostly recovering from like me being sick, so I wasn't paying too much attention to, you know, what was going on. I wasn't really paying too much attention about what people were, you know, doing or whatever, because I was like sick, but all I can say is, well, any company. All I can say is that if anybody wants to start a VTuber company, be careful. That's all I can literally say. If you want to start or make a VTuber company, you want to found a VTuber company or whatever, good luck, Charlie. Well, number one, good luck. Number two, good luck. Number three, good fucking luck. But yeah, I'm like, I was just mind boggled at like VTuber fans being idiots on the timeline. I was just like, I shouldn't be surprised, but we're telling you guys that like no company, like I feel like a situation like this should teach people that no company is perfect, but like it doesn't, and they just keep like glazing their own favorite companies instead, and I'm like, okay. I'm like, y'all keep doing this. Y'all keep doing this. When will you learn? When will they learn, y'all? Never. When will they learn, guys? Only God knows. But yeah, I just kind of spent my time just trying to recover and recuperate. And so now I'm back at work. But the problem is that I come home so sleepy that by the time I come home, I end up taking a nap, and then I take a nap, and then I accidentally screw over my sleeping schedule. And then before I know it, it's too late for me to do a stream. I'm like, oops. I want to stream more during the week, but I just come home so tired from work. Having a 9 to 5 really does drain you. It just drains you, you know. I want to stream more during the week, but I'm just so tired. Who keeps... Okay, I'm gonna have to turn this. Okay, I'm gonna have to suppress. Sorry. Kept getting these annoying notifications on Discord. But yeah, I feel much better now at least. So it's summer. I hope everyone's having a nice summer so far. Summer's not really as fun now that we're adults, huh? Like, you know, when you were younger, you'd be like, summer vacation! We don't really have that though now. So I'm just like, you know, we don't really have summer vacation to play, not play. But now summers is just waking up to hot. Exactly. Summer now you're just like, oh, it's too fucking hot. Summer now is like, it's hot, it's terrible. I have to go to work. I have to walk in this hot ass sun. Everything sucks. And I'm dying. You're right. There's too much hotness everywhere, and it sucks balls. It's been over 100 here. I know, we keep hitting 100, and I'm just like, I can't keep doing this. I'm like, I can't keep doing this, guys. I'm dying. I'm dying, y'all. I can't do this heat. It keeps hitting 100, and then I have to walk to school, and by the time I get to school, I am sweating. I get to school, I'm sweating. All I do is I just stay inside of the staff room, and I'm like, I'm not walking around. I know some people are like, why don't you walk around school? I'm like, it's too hot. It is too hot to be walking around this damn school when I got nothing to do. No. Mm-mm. 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 It's just too damn hot. So, here I am instead. Mm. 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 Oh, I reached a daily guess. I did start playing Uma Musume though. The only problem is I gotta use a VPN to play it. You fall asleep. No, I had Uma Musume open. I'm sorry. I had Uma Musume open. I started playing the Horse Girl game. The only thing though is that I have to use a VPN to get the English version because they got that shit region locked. So I have to use a VPN. So I know some people have been like, are you gonna play it on stream? And I'm just like, ugh. I'm gonna have to do some really annoying things if I want to do that. Mm-hmm. Who's your favorite horse? I like Bakushin. Bakushin, Bakushin, Bakushin! I also like Biwa Hayade. Don't worry, you're not late. You're just on time. I'm not ending, so you're on time. No. Bet in on the anime ponies. Hey, I haven't spent any money on this game. Well, no, I technically spent $5 on like one of those smaller packs. I spent $5 on this game. I haven't bought anything else though because I don't know. I haven't really gotten, and everything else looks kind of meh. But honestly, streaming this game is going to be a little bit annoying to me because of the fact that I have to use a VPN for it. You played it, so I usually play it on my phone. I don't really play it on my PC because of that. Because I'm just like, there's no way I can stream on a VPN. I mean, I could, but it wouldn't be easy. I could always mirror my phone to my screen, though. I could do that. Well, actually, I have Let's View. Device not found. Please ensure the device is on the same network. Oh yeah, I could always use NetView. I could always use mirroring. Could I mirror? Let me see. Could always use a mirroring instead. But yeah, I like Bakshin and I like Biwa Hayaide. Could you capture card to phone? I think I could, but I don't know how. If I'm being completely honest. I think I could, but I don't know how. But I do have a screencast on my phone. It's called Let's View. Let's see, share my screen. Start. Let me see. Could you do a capture card to phone? I don't know. Okay, let's see. Share my screen. Let me just share the entire screen. It's muted. Tap to enable. I don't know what this does. Oh wait, shoot. I forgot that just captures the audio for some reason. I think so. So if I bring up Uma Musume on my phone. Let's see, does this work? Oh my gosh, it's gonna work. Hey, it's an HD. Okay. Wait, that did work. Wait, no, shrink it. Okay, let me see one thing. I have too many window captures. Dear Lord. I get it. Oh, it's so tiny though. You could do capture card to phone, but I'm lazy. I do have a capture card, but I usually use it for my Switch. You guys can barely see that though, can you? It's so tiny. I don't think this has any sound, does it? Sound. It doesn't have any sound though. It doesn't have any sound though. Tiny. I'm not tiny, I'm mighty. I am 170 centimeters. And that is very tall, excuse you. I'm 170 centimeters. That's like so tall. Oh wait, I have to wait if I want to borrow someone's legacy again though. I can't borrow anymore for the day. I've already used up 3 of mine. I don't have any good sparks. People on here being like, you need good sparks. I'm like, I don't have any. Shorter than me, but you're short. Excuse you? You're shorter than me, so you're short. Who has the most stamina? You got 2. How many do you have? You have 1. It should be fine. Nope, that's not the one I'm using for her. Forgot which one am I using. No, that one's for Biwa. That one's the one I made last time. Yeah, I'm using this one. Sorry that this turned into Uma Musume from a Zatsudan. But I am so pissed off because I have been trying. Okay, so I have every single trophy for the URA finals. I got them all. I have sprint, I have mile, I have medium, and I have dirt. I don't have long, and I'm getting frustrated. Ugh. Long is the hardest one, I know, but I don't have it, and I'm getting pissed. So I was just like, well, let me see if I can do anything with Gold Ship here. This bitch, well, I shouldn't call her bitch, that's mean. This horse is so fickle. Oh my gosh. You know the sign that says you can't train a horse? You know that saying, you can't drag a horse to water? It's truly a true saying. Why is there everyone only in one? It's truly a true saying in here. Because these girls, if they don't want to move, they're not gonna move. I'm like, so like, what are we doing here, you know? Long is the hardest one to train for sure. You need a good amount of stamina, but you gotta be careful that you don't neglect your power or your speed. Or else you're never gonna get that nice good sprints. Or else you're never gonna get that nice final sprint. Threaten to take them to the glue factory. As much as I would like to threaten to take them to the glue factory. I was just like, everyone's making those jokes, and I was just like, I don't think those glue factory jokes are that funny. And then people started, and then I started playing, and I was just like, okay, I can definitely understand why people were getting mad at this, because, like, I just want to win. I'm just like, I just need the final trophy for the URA. I just need the last one for the finals, and like, I'll be happy. I'm serious. I was able to get one. You know, want another crazy thing? Like, for the mile one, I took vodka, right? Did a first run through with her. Haven't used her before. First run through, able to win. First run through, able to win. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Long? Oh my gosh, don't get me started with long. I've tried with Biwa as well. Oh my gosh, Biwa also. I got, the closest I've gotten, I think, is I've made it to the semifinals. No, I've made it to the semifinals, and then I lose at the semifinals. Unfortunately. I lose at the semifinals. And I'm just like, damn it! So close. I don't know. Whoever said Gold Ship was the easiest one for long, they lied though, because that is not the case. This girl is fickle as hell. It's like crazy because the guide that I see for her is just like, just build up her stamina and you'll be fine. And I'm just like, I feel like we are not fine. But nah, this girl is very, very fickle, unfortunately. Ah, finally, we got long corners. Every time I train with Kita-san, she never gives me long corners. I'm like, God damn it, please, we need that. Okay. Wait, no, you can train for one more train. But yeah, so. Oh my gosh, it's 11/11, guys. Make a wish. I don't really have a wish though. But yeah, I'm spending this August to myself, completely resting. And the loser horse has way too much hay now. Oh my gosh, I saw that for Haru. For Haru Urara. I thought that was so cute. How about wish not to get sick anymore? Oh, that's true. I wish not to get sick anymore. Please, I need the money. I need the money because I want to buy my Oshi's birthday goods. And I keep running into the situation where I don't have the money to buy the birthday goods. And that makes me very sad. So please, Don't have me lose anymore. I don't have me get sick anymore. Thank you. Alright, debut race down. I wasn't able to buy Shinri's birthday goods this year, which really sucked because they were very cute this year. And... But yeah, we shouldn't get sick anymore. Also, I just want money in general, to be honest. So getting sick is no good. But I do have a savings account, so I just withdraw from that occasionally. I have a savings account with my school, so... The only problem is that it takes for... Are you kidding me? How the fuck did you get Night Owl? I had you go rest! Well, we're just gonna go heal this now, then. Caramba. I swear to God. They weren't kidding when they said this game is like a roguelite, though. I was like, damn, they weren't joking. This game really is like a roguelite. And now that I think about it, I don't really play roguelites that often. I just don't think I'm very good at them. Well, I guess it's just more like the thought of having to do something over and over and over again. It's kind of boring. But I like playing this game. It's fun. Of course you'd have low energy when you have all these hints. Let me do a race. Let's see. Hello, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Let's do a race. You could use some of the skill points. And the fans. One thing that I have been doing though is I have been reading more guides and stuff. So I do know that fans are important to have. And races are also important to have because, you know, the fans are important to have. I didn't realize that that affected like your skill level up or whatever. Ooh, excuse me. I didn't realize that affected your skill level up, so fuck yes, long straightaways. The only trick with this being is that hopefully those skills activate. That reminds me, I gotta give her more wit training. Maybe... Probably this is something I can do during the summer. Would you fail wit training right now? Let's just rest. Summer training, we can do more wit training. Why'd your mood go down? Why'd you do that for? I don't know why you wanted to do that one for, but okay, let's just have our mood go down. The chances of the skills activating right now in this one though are low, because her wit's really bad. Yeah, I'm not surprised if she got fourth. Door the paper horse game. You need horse ears. I don't have horse ears. I suppose I can go find some. I need to get her wit up though. I know she knows less skills in the competition, but her skills ain't even gonna activate anyway because her wit's too low. We're gonna have to give you more wit, Mom. I don't have horse ears. Just pretend that my bunny ears are horse ears. How come I keep getting rainbow over here? Um. Ay caramba. Which is this? Stamina or guts? Guts are important. I should get horses. Aw, but how many people here play Uma Musume? Are you guys also addicted to the horses like I am, or no? How did you get Night Owl? Okay, well, you need higher wit, so let's just do wit training today. I don't play gacha games. That's a smart way to do it. That is a smart way to spend your time. I'm not even joking. That's a smart way to do it. Don't play gacha games. You don't want to play gacha games. They're absolutely useless, in fact. They give you nothing but pain and sadness. As long as you don't spend money on them, I think it's okay, but meh. Though that does remind me of an interesting thing that I saw the other day. So I don't know if you guys know about Love Live, right? So franchise that started back in 2010 or whatever. Uh-oh, all these are long though. I only have medium races come up. That's a good one. I'm not sure if you guys know about these, about Love Live, but basically it's a idol franchise back in 2010s. You might have heard of like Muse and Aqua and all that stuff, right? Well, Love Live the franchise used to have a rhythm game, right, called School Idol Festival. School Idol Festival eventually shut down. It was running for a long time. Then they had School Idol Festival All Stars. That eventually shut down, right? Then they were gonna launch School Idol Festival 2. Unfortunately, it flopped, and they ended up shutting it down, though. Because it flopped, right? And as of now, there's only one game that they have. It only focuses on one generation of Hololive, though. Not Hololive, one generation of Love Live, no, not all of them. Right? So the other day on Twitter, right, people were arguing because they were like, they need to make another game, all the generations, right? And people were arguing about it because people were saying, the thing is, though, is that they tried and it flopped. Like, we understand you guys want another game, but it's just flopped. And people are like, why are you getting so mad at people saying that they want another game? And I'm just like, I don't think anyone's getting mad at them. I think people are saying that if they make another game, they need to make it so that it can compete in today's market of mobile games. You know what I mean? Because these days, if you want, because these days, if you make a gacha game, you have to make it in these days like standards, you know? You can't make a gacha game that would be popular in 2010, in the early 2010s, in 2025. It's not gonna work. You need to make sure that, gotta make sure that it's actually something that people would want these days. And I feel like that's why the other one flopped, because I'm just like, that's why whenever people are like, well, we just want it, I'm like, I mean, you can want it. There ain't nothing wrong with wanting it. But the problem is that, is it gonna flop? You know what I mean? Because if it flops, that's a waste of money. That's why I don't expect them to make another. I don't expect them to make another one because the last one just flopped, you know? Stop being a night owl. Fuck. Oh, I forgot. She's gonna have to go to the infirmary. much money to make it. But gacha is supposed to keep making money, and if it does not do that, then no. That's the thing. The gacha game wasn't making money, and that's why they ended up shutting it down. And so people are like, well, we want another game. And I'm just like, if they make another one and it flops again, like, but the thing is, though, is that you tell people that, well, if you don't want it to flop, then you got to spend money on it. And then people are going to be like, but I don't want to spend money on a gacha game. And I'm just like, well, I don't know what to tell you, Buster. But that's why I doubt that they're going to make, that Love Live is going to make another game, because the last one flopped. Uh-oh. Damn, I got 6th place in that. That was embarrassing. Okay. I'm like, and like people were trying to explain that, and like industry leaders and stuff, and then people were being like, well, you guys are just being elitist and stuck up because people want another game. And I'm just like, ain't nobody in this fandom can have a nice proper conversation or discussion about this, can we? I'm like, can we please have, I'm just like, can we not have a nice proper discussion? I mean, it's pixels on a screen. It is pictures on the screen, but people still be doing this. She gonna fail or nah? She gonna fail or nah? Okay, well, we'll just... How the fuck did you fail that? Ay, caramba. And her mood went down because that's what it's all about. And we are not gonna win the URA finale this time around. Hello, welcome in. Hello, hello. Well, we're not gonna win the URA finale this time, but yeah, I promise you guys, I'm trying to get better about not being too much on Twitter these days. It's just not conducive to a healthy mind. Honestly. There's one thing I can recommend to someone is to get off of TikTok. It's just not fun. Not TikTok, Twitter. It's not fun anymore. Everybody just wants to argue with their mother. And I'm just kind of like, I'm over it. I have to fix my sleep schedule, though. I do need to fix my sleep schedule, though. It's bad. My sleep schedule has been bad lately. I woke up at 12:30 today. I think I slept until 3 p.m. and I did not get out of bed until 3 p.m. And I'm like, this is not good. I didn't get out of bed till like 3 p.m. and I was just like, I gotta stop doing this. This isn't healthy. What do you guys do to help you guys sleep? Do you do anything specific? I don't really have anything that helps me sleep. I tried ASMR once. It was okay. Yeah, ASMR was okay. It did help me calm down. I was able to like elevated leg pillow. Ooh, ASMR with pretty ladies. Elevated leg pillow. That sounds interesting. I sleep with like 3 pillows on my head. Not on my head, sorry. I sleep with like, I lay on 3 pillows is what I do. Like, I know some people only sleep with one pillow. I can't do that. My head feels like it's too flat. I need some elevation for my head. So I usually sleep with with 3 pillows. And then I also need to sleep with a stuffed animal. I like to hug something when I sleep. She smothers her though. No. I need to sleep with a leg pillow too. But that's what I usually. But other than that, it takes me forever to fall asleep. But I've always had sleep issues. I think it's my ADHD, honestly, that causes my sleep issues. That's the only thing that sucks. Oh, I got a Reddit. Did I get a message? What's the message? What is this? Oh, I can't check my messages on here. You guys will see. 1 second. I'm gonna check this. What is this? Why won't it show me the... Okay, it's just not gonna show me the notif. Okay, fine. How the fuck did she win the Arima Keenan? How the fuck did you win this, girl? I wasn't expecting you to actually win that. Well, damn. I feel bad for saying that as a trainer, but like, I wasn't expecting you to win that. But yeah, I always have issues with sleeping, and I'm just like, well, what can you do? Okay, let's have you rest. Uh-oh. She got tissues. Oh no. I'm sorry that you got only tissues. Oh boy, the claw machine. All right. I don't mean to brag, but I think I'm pretty good at the claw machine. I don't mean to brag, but I think I'm, ooh, that middle one looks... Okay, let's go for the middle one. Ooh! Oh. 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 I'll be damned. Well, damn. Okay. Let's go for the gold ship one right here. Oh, another gold ship. Oh, it fell. Okay, at least we got one. Ooh, we got a big one right here. Let's go for this big one. Both of them! Yay! Woohoo! We got 4! And one of them was a giant one. Yay! Told you guys I'd be good at this. Yeah. Oh wait, that does remind me. Also, the day that I went to the movie theaters, I went to go play claw games, and I actually did win a plushie. See, it was such a good day. And so I don't know why that week was just like, you know what? We are going to cause unimaginable hurt and pain to you. I was like, it was such a good day. You know, I went to the movies and I thought everything was gonna be okay, and then it was not, and I was just like, oh, that's not very cash money. The calm before the storm. It really was. It really was the calm before the storm. Such sadness. It really was the calm before the storm. But it was a nice day going to the movies at least. But I still enjoyed going to the movies. Still had a nice time. Life is like a hurricane. Or you traded your health for that plushie luck. I guess so. It was a pretty lucky one too. I thought I wasn't gonna win. Maybe that was the issue. Uh-oh. Come on, you can do top 5. Top 5, girl. You got this. Why do you keep lacking guts? Darn. Okay. Oh boy, these next ones we need to place first. Oh, do you guys want to know what I did? I ordered myself a big old jug of ranch dressing. So if you guys did not know, ranch dressing, I guess, is really only popular in America because this girl did not just restrict everything. Girl. Okay, well, since you desperately wanted to be in speed and you failed. You're the one that only wanted to do speed, and you failed. You failed. Yeah. Ay, caramba. Anywho, as I was saying, I ordered myself a big old thing of ranch dressing, and I am so happy and excited about it, y'all. I mean, it's ranch dressing. And I know you're probably just like, ranch dressing? Why? And I'm over here like, why not? They don't have any ranch dressing here in Japan. It's just not a popular, it's not a dressing that you can find over here. You dip your pizza in ranch. I do dip my pizza in ranch, and it's delicious. I do dip my pizza in ranch, and it is the most delicious thing ever. Now I have ranch dressing, so I can dip my pizza in here over with it. Okay, well, we lost this career, y'all. Oh my god. What do you mean, oh my god? It's delicious! Speaking of, I actually have some leftover pizza in the fridge that I am going to demolish after this. Yeah. She lost. Oh, excuse me. That was gross. My bad. Rule 32. Enjoy the little things. Indeed. Delicious. But yeah, I'm excited. I mean, I love my ranch. What can I say? Okay, cleared all of those. What can I say? I like my ranch. Ranch on pizza is delicious. Ranch goes with everything. Chicken. Riding around on my little white pony. But yeah, ranch is delicious. Are there any ranch haters in the chat here? Do you hate ranch? Because I love ranch. Sorry, it's the Midwesterner in me or whatever, but ranch is the bomb.com. You can't get any better than ranch. So yeah, we are ranch lovers in this house. We love our ranch. We love our ranch. I'm gonna include it on the daily for today. I'm gonna try another career once the clock starts over. I'll start another career once the clock is over. I don't like how people mostly feel like seems they rather just chug ranch. I mean, I don't chug ranch. I mean, ranch is good enough to be eaten on its own, in my opinion. But I don't chug my ranch. It is delicious to use as a topping. I use it. It can be used for so many things. It's so versatile, and it's the one sauce I've been missing since I've been here in Japan. I absolutely, positively miss my ranch, and I'm so glad to have it back in my life. I also ordered mac and cheese, but unfortunately, when I ordered the mac and cheese, they said it was delivered when it wasn't. So I got a refund to get my money back, but... But nah, I love my ranch. But yeah, I got a big old bottle of it. And don't worry, it doesn't expire. Ranch lasts a super long time, so I have plenty of plans for this yummy, yummy ranch. I can't wait to use it to dip so many things in it. But yeah, maybe it's the Midwestern inner me that loves ranch. Honestly, I just kind of miss American food in general, to be honest. It's just... American food. You know? I just kind of miss it. I do miss American food. I just miss like a lot of fast food right now, you know? Oh, I want Raisin Canes again. I miss Raisin Canes. I miss Taco Bell. I miss Subway. I miss a lot of American fast food. What fast food have you guys been eating recently? Or I don't know if you guys have, but I would love some again. It would be nice. Uh-oh. Now I'm getting hungry thinking about fast food. But like, I miss American fast food. I'm trying to lose weight, so no fast food. Oh, I see. I did lose weight from last year, though. So that's nice. But I completely understand. That someone was bragging they had Whataburger. Ooh, I want to try Whataburger. I also want to try In-N-Out. Love to try Whataburger and In-N-Out. Mmm. Mmm. Whataburger. I want Raisin Canes again. Mmm. Raisin Canes. I miss Raisin Canes. They had such good sauce. Mmm. You pulled lamb today. Lamb? That's well, I wasn't the fast food I was expecting, but mm. One second. Mm. But you know what else I also miss? Jimmy John's. I miss Jimmy John's. Roadhouse. Oh, Texas Roadhouse. Oh, I miss some good steak. But you know what? I miss Jimmy John's. I really miss like cold cut sandwiches. Ah, I miss Jimmy John's too. Oh my gosh. Trying not to make myself too hungry here, but it's not working. Oh boy. I didn't really eat much today, so that's probably another reason why I'm getting hungry. Why are you skipping lunch? Because I woke up so late. I woke up too late that I ended up skipping lunch. Oops. But man. Uh-oh. Now I'm getting hungry. I should probably go eat something. Staying up late. I'm sorry. You say that. You know what time it is right now? It's 11:44 p.m. It's not so you can wake up at a reasonable time. That depends. What's a reasonable time? I know. I want to wake up at least at 12 on the weekends. You know, so I don't feel like I'm just doing nothing all day. So I don't feel like I waste my day away. Wow, I think I'm really hungry though, so I think I'm gonna get off of here and go eat something, and then I'll like rest, and then relax for the rest of the day. Okay, well, since I go to sleep at a reasonable time, I think I'll start to wrap up stream now. But thank you guys so much for stopping by stream today. I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day. I don't know if I'm streaming tomorrow, but if I am, I will let you guys know. But yeah, thank you guys so much for stopping by and giving me a warm welcome back. I appreciate it so much. Mwah. Thank you guys so much for coming. But yeah, if I stream tomorrow, I'll be sure to let you guys know. I'm not sure, but I'll be sure to let you know. So, as always, have a lovely rest of your day and or night. And as usual, I will see you in your dreams. Bye-bye.